One thing you mentioned is, in one of your talks, is there's new adjuvants that are coming out, and you mentioned aluminum was one of those things that's currently being used. What are the new ones, and what might be some of the concerns down the road with them?
Well, squalene is one that's already been used. That was perhaps one of the biggest part of the problems with Gulf War syndrome. Okay, a lot of Gulf War vets that went into the Gulf War, they got this cocktail of vaccines, and some of those vaccines, like for example, for anthrax, contain squalene, which is an adjuvant like aluminum. It's added to the vaccine to increase antibody production, and that's a problem. And then they have a new generation of adjuvants that are coming onto the market, and I talk about those in my other book, in the Vaccine Safety Manual. And here, there's a section in there where I do talk about some of the other adjuvants. This is the new generation of vaccines. The AS04 and MF53, these are fancy names that sort of hide what they are. But part of the problem is that the immune system has a hard time. These are oil in emulsion adjuvants. And the immune system has a hard time differentiating these adjuvants from something that is part of the body versus something that is foreign to the body. And that's a big part of the autoimmunity. By the way, it's the same as with aluminum. When the aluminum is put into the body, it irritates the body, and the scientists that have invented this were able to create a neat or to inject something into the body, the aluminum, for example, or any of these other new adjuvants that increases antibody production. But what happens is you turn the immune system on, and there's no way to turn it off. Once you've added these adjuvants to the system, you can't turn down the immune system. And that's essentially what autoimmunity is. The immune system becomes exhausted by constantly fighting this what it believes is a foreign substance in the body. And now there's research now that's showing that actually the smallest particles may be the worst. Okay, the smaller the concentration of aluminum, or the smaller the concentration of these other new generation adjuvants, may actually cause more damage because it is able to pass through the blood-brain barrier.
And to bring forth heaven on earth for the benefit of all, and release all from bondage, no soul left behind. Yeah.